Hi all, welcome to day 6 of Python training. So today I will explain conditional statements. What are the conditional statements in Python? So for conditional statement, main definition is definition is conditional statements are used to make decisions in a Python program based on whether a condition is true or false. Okay. See, for example, in our real life, if it is raining, take an umbrella. So it's a decision, right? Like that, in Python program, is underscore raining is equal true. If it is raining, we'll take the umbrella. So these are conditional statements. Okay. So what is a condition? So if you see any programming language, if they are dealing with the condition, a condition gives one of two results, either true or false. Okay. If age is equal to 20, print age greater than or equal to 18. See, whatever the age value is 10, 20, 20 greater than or equal to 18. That means it's true. In this example, if age A is equal to 15, A is equal to 15. So print age greater than or equal to 15 is not greater than or equal to 18. So it is false. So these are the operators usually used in if and if conditions greater than or equal to less than. Finally, we will get either true value or false value. Okay. Yeah. In Python, we have three statements: if statement, if-else statement, if-elif statement. So first we will see if statement. So here a if statement execute a block of code only when the condition is true. See, if you see the syntax, it is only single if. If is a condition. If this condition is satisfied, then only whatever the statements you have written, it will be executed. Okay, we'll take one simple example. Yeah. So this is the today I am dealing with the Google Colab. Already you know Google has given this kind of environment where you can run your Python code. See, here age is equal to 20. If age greater than or equal to 18, so 20 is greater than or equal to 18. That means in if block, the print statement is going to execute. See, you are eligible to vote because the condition it is age is equal to 20, 20 greater than or equal to 18. So that's why what condition is true. That is the reason why it enter into the print and whatever you have written in the print, it executed. Okay. Yeah. Here in Python, after we got this Visual Studio Code and few other PyCharm, the indentation, it is taking care in sometimes, but you need to know what is indentation. Indentation means a spaces at the beginning of a line of code. Okay. So indentation in Python, indentation is used to define a block of code. For example, I am writing this condition if age greater than or equal to 18 colon. You don't need to any spaces here, but after if no, you should give it. You should give four spaces. By default, indentation after the if block, you should give four spaces. It is the standard. Okay. Yeah. Okay. One more thing. If condition is false, it will not going to execute anything. Okay. I'm writing one more program here. Okay. Here the condition is false. It is not going to print anything. Okay. It doesn't go to the if block itself. Okay. Now I will come to that indentation. See, you no need to give the spaces from line after the if. See here, though, you no need to give the spaces here in this line. Okay. You need to give the spaces after the if block here. Okay. So look, if you see here, if greater than age greater than or equal to 18, here I am not giving no spaces needed here. But after the if block, you need to give 4 spaces before the print. Why? Because the if statement starts a code of block colon. So if condition colon, everything that belongs to inside if block must be indented. See, whatever the after the if block, whatever the statements you have written, you should give the spaces after this colon. Okay, simple rule. Yeah, simple rule. After a colon, the next line should be indented. So the standard practice is 4 spaces. Okay. Yeah. So if you see, I will try to run one more program. Okay, 1 second. Age greater than or equal to 18, print eligible. We can you can vote. Okay, see here I gave the 4 spaces because it should be under the if block. But this print started from the if block only because it see this print outside the if block. This kind of print statement you can write anywhere. But when you start under the if, how many statements in the if block, print statements, you should be maintain the indentation. Okay. So you need to understand Python support the indentation, whatever the if block you have defined. So inside if block, you need to give the 4 spaces. That is the point. Okay. Next, if-else statement. Another conditional statement is if-else statement. Sometimes we want Python to do one action with if condition is true, you will execute one thing. If condition is false, you need to execute another block of code. See, this if-else statement executes one block of code if condition is true, another block of code if condition is false. It is if condition. In if condition, if condition is true only, it will execute in the if block. If condition is false, nothing will it is going to execute. But in if-else statement, it's not like that. If is having some block of code, else is having some block of code. See, if you see the syntax, if condition is satisfied, you need to execute some statements under the if. If condition is not satisfied, in else also we have statements. Okay, so I'm writing one program. If you want to take new cell, just click on code. See what I have written. See here, if block is there, else block is there. What I am writing here? Okay, what I just define age is equal to 16. If age if age 16 greater than or equal to 18, so condition is false. The control enter into the else block because this condition false. So age is equal to 16. This in else block, whatever the statements you have written, it is going to execute. Okay. In a if statement, only if condition is true, then only it will enter into the if block. If condition is false, it is not going to enter. Just it is nothing. It will return in if block. Here if else block. Else, else block has also statements. If condition is false, the control enter into else block and it will print in the result whatever you have written in the else. So condition is false. See, it executed in the else statement. Whatever you have written in the printer, it executed. This is if else. Yeah. And one more another condition is if-elif-else. In some programs, if-else block we can call if else if. But in Python, if-elif-else statement. This is used when we need to check the multiple conditions. See, this is the syntax. For example, if condition is true, it will enter into the statements. It will execute the before if condition. If condition is not satisfied, it will enter into elif. Here also, if it is not satisfied, it will go to elif. Even though the condition is not true, it will enter into the else. Whatever the statements in the else, it is going to execute. Okay, so I will show one program. Okay. So I'm going to this. This is a Google Colab. Okay. So see here, we have multiple conditions here. Okay. So see, marks is equal to 75. If marks greater than or equal to 90, so it should print grade A. Okay. So marks greater 75 greater than not equal to 90. So this condition is not satisfied. Now it will go to this. Okay, elif 75 greater than or equal to 60. Okay, so this condition it is satisfying here. For example, if marks is less than, again it will check here. Again, if no condition is satisfied or no condition is true, finally the control enter into the else block. Finally, it will print fail. Okay. Okay. I'm just running grade B. Why? Because marks greater than or equal. See, this condition it is satisfying. 75 greater than or equal to 16. 60. That is the reason why it is printing grade B. Okay. Yeah. So these are the most uh, mainly used conditional statements in Python. Okay. So if you want to differentiate for if statement, like if only you want to check only one condition, go for if block. If else, you want to check the two conditions, choose between the two options. If condition is true, it will is execute if statements, whatever you have written. If condition is false, it is going to execute what are the else statements. Under the else block, what are the statements you have written, it is going to execute. Okay. For in your if condition, if you have choose multiple options to check. In the time you should go if-elif-else block. Okay. So for this, I am concluding this session. Tomorrow we'll see the day 7 session. We'll see the next topic. Thank you all.